Now, what is sometimes hard to forget about WWE superstars is that they play a character on screen. Some of WWE's top heels, whilst playing villains on WWE programming, are actually some of the nicest, most genuine wrestlers around. These heels are beloved by their peers, and over the years, stories have been told in relation to just how popular the superstars have become in the locker room. But which ones are they? Well, join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at 10 WWE heels who are actually beloved in real life. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out Wrestlelamia.co.uk and our non-wrestling channel, Incredible. Number 10. The Miz. When The Miz first debuted in WWE, he didn't have it easy. The Miz wasn't well liked by the locker room, and he was even forced to get changed in the hallway. This would have been more than enough for most wrestlers to quit, but The Miz persevered. Over the next few years, The Miz worked extremely hard to get better in the ring, and he eventually managed to earn respect to the fans as well as his peers. It's obvious just how much passion The Miz has for the world of pro wrestling, and this can be seen every time he steps foot in the WWE ring. 16 years after his initial WWE debut, Miz is one of the most respected talents around. He's usually selected to work with newer talent, and he was even chosen to work with internet star Logan Paul in the summer of 2022. The Miz has gone from someone who everyone thought was a joke to a stand-up guy who is celebrated for his dedication and success. Number 9. Veer. Veer has been presented as the WWE's latest monster heel, but behind the monstrous persona, there's a heart of gold. This was apparent in June of 2022 when a tweet went viral from a mother who shared the sad story which detailed nobody showing up to her son's birthday party. This led to Veer responding to the mother by tweeting, "Hey Landon, namaste. I want you to know that when I get into the ring on WWE Raw on Monday night, I'm gonna try to win one for you. You might not want to watch though, might be a bit scary. I can be a mean dude. Have a great birthday, little bro." This was a classy move from Veer, and it's clear that Veer is perhaps in a miscast role as a heel. Number 8. Tamina. Tamina is widely regarded as one of the most popular stars in the entire WWE locker room. Several talents have shared stories on just how much Tamina cares about their well-being, and she's always there for them no matter what. There's never been a bad word said about Tamina, and she seems to be friends with everyone up and down the roster. It's been made apparent thanks to interviews just how much Tamina means to the WWE roster. It was reported in 2022 that when Liv Morgan won the SmackDown Women's title, Tamina actually broke down and cried due to how happy she was that Morgan got her special moment. Tamina is a class act, and sometimes the love and respect of your peers means more than any championship. Number 7. Finn Balor. During his time in WWE, Finn Balor has been established as one of the best in-ring talents around. Balor has also built a connection with the WWE locker room, and he's said to be extremely popular backstage. Balor is always on hand to give advice to anyone who asks for it. He could often be seen hanging around with various different talents on the social media pages, and it's been made clear that Balor has made friends for life in WWE. His popularity backstage could be seen back in 2017 when it was reported that Balor's peers spoke out about Balor being squashed by Kane. This was a heavily criticized booking decision, and it just goes to show just how the locker room has always supported the inaugural Universal Champion. But in relation to his relationship with fans, Balor is said to be one of the nicest talents to meet at an organized meet and greet. Balor is always keen to talk to fans and thank them for their continued support. Number 6. Baron Corbin. A former Money in the Bank winner, Baron Corbin, has been heavily criticized by fans over the years, as some fans believe that Corbin is boring and overpushed. But this opinion has changed somewhat in recent times as more stories have circulated in relation to just how good of a human being Corbin is. Corbin is actually one of the most popular guys in the entire WWE locker room, and this explains why he's featured on television quite a lot. Top wrestling reporter Andrew Zarian offered some insight into Corbin's popularity and stated, "Baron Corbin is beloved in that company. Maybe not by fans, but you can tell from a former writer who one time told me that he's one of the most pleasant people to work with because he will not be combative and he works with you on stuff." And us as fans, we look at this and we're like, another Baron Corbin match, but his heat was so negative where it's now turned into normal heat in a weird way. Number 5. Shayna Baszler. Although Shayna Baszler is one of the most credible and legitimate stars around, she's made a fantastic impression on the locker room since signing with WWE. She's said to be a great person to be around and has a lot of supporters ranging from Paul Heyman and Becky Lynch to The Rock and Triple H. Baszler has received praise for being a constant pro in the ring and understanding how to tell a compelling story. Fans have grown to love Baszler thanks to her appearances on Up Up Down Down, where Baszler has shown her fun side, and there's been a recent push to see this side of Baszler get presented on Raw or SmackDown. Number 4, Roman Reigns. Now, there was a point in time where Roman Reigns was loathed by the audience. However, when Reigns turned heel in 2020, fans quickly realized just how a great performer he actually was. Whereas the fan reception to Reigns has changed over the past few years, the locker room reception to him has always been positive. Every superstar who's been asked about Reigns has nothing but positive things to say. Even ex-WWE star Keith Lee has universal praise for Reigns and actually revealed that Reigns was instrumental in making him look good as possible at the 2019 Survivor Series pay-per-view. Number 3, Kevin Owens. A former Universal Champion, Kevin Owens is known for playing a dastardly heel on screen. However, fans know just how wonderful of a human being Owens is. Owens is a family man who seems to be putting everyone before himself. Fans who have met Owens have stated that he was amazing to meet and he had time to interact and actually take an interest into what fans had to say. According to Fightful's Sean Ross Sapp, during a 2020 Q&A, Owens is beloved backstage and is actually seen as the moral compass of the locker room. Sapp added, "Everybody there likes Kevin. Everybody there likes Kevin Owens. I've not heard one person say, man, that Kevin Owens is hard to deal with. A lot of people see him as a good moral gauge and moral compass, and usually, if he says something is a rough situation, it's probably a rough situation. He's a pretty grounded guy." Number 2, Bayley. Over the past few years, Bayley has emerged as the default locker room leader for the women's division. She's patient, understanding, and actually acknowledges the struggles that members of the roster may be going through. She's said to be an absolute joy to work with and is always eager to help out talent wherever she can. This is nothing new for Bayley, as from the moment she debuted in NXT, she was established as being one of the nicest wrestlers around. Bayley continues to have a great relationship with fans, and this has continued into her heel run. Whilst Bayley tries to imply that she doesn't care about fans or other wrestlers on social media, this couldn't be further from the truth. And number 1, Sami Zayn. Now on television, Sami Zayn plays an annoying, conniving heel, yet behind the scenes, Zayn is an amazing human being. He's extremely well liked backstage and he has built up a great relationship with several talents. He's earned a ton of respect for his charity work in 2017. He set up Sami for Syria to support the Syrian American Medical Society. He's used his fame and fortune to benefit others, which is ultimately going to define his legacy. His work inside the squared circle has received unanimous acclaim, especially since his recent work with Johnny Knoxville. Zayn was selected to work with the Jackass star at WrestleMania 38. Whilst at first fans had a ton of reservations about the feud, it ended up being incredibly entertaining. Zayn has been doing some of the best work of his career as late, and Zayn's reputation backstage, combined with his extensive charity work, has resulted in Zayn becoming one of the most celebrated figures in all of pro wrestling. But there you have it, folks, 10 WWE heels who are actually beloved in real life. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.